Hello, great to see you. So we should get started
Yes.
because there is just so much to cover. So when we're talking about our website, there's some hard and true rules that you should be. Oh yeah, Wilma's having a lot of people are having that bad weather and bad internet.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we understand completely if you have to go. So I think that I'll just start by sharing my screen and talking about what makes a good website. And the Sarah website, thankfully, is a pretty good. So that's the animal bonds that you see there. But let's get away from animal bonds and let's go to Sarah's. So you can see right away for this website, we have a free gift. And that is something that you are going to want to have. So whether you do your website yourself or you get some help, um, I don't have anyone to recommend that does websites really cheaply. But you can usually find somebody, sometimes even on Fiverr or Upwork, you can find people that can make you a very simple website for not very much money. But one of the things you want to have is a pop-up. And the reason you want this is how you're going to grow your email list. So your free gift can be anything. For Sarah, we have created a calm space for your new foster rescued animals with this special meditation. We're probably going to need to change that pretty soon because we've had that for a while. You can do, like a five easy ways to meditate with animals, or 5 important facts about animal Reiki, or 5 ways to connect more deeply with your animal, 5 ways to bring peace to your home, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be a big heavy gift, right? It can just be something. It can be even something like if you did a webinar or something and you can give free access to it. But you always want to have a free gift because that's how you collect emails. Emails are the most important part of your business. They are it's like gold business. You can have a lot of people on social media and you can have a lot of followers, you can have a lot of that, but you don't have any way of keeping those contacts. The only way you have for keeping contacts is through email. So let's say you're on Facebook and Facebook decides it's going to change their algorithms again, which they just did. So Pear in Florida was getting, I think, about 11,000 a month for the last couple of months from their reels on Facebook. And Facebook, I was just reading, they now changed it and they're putting that on pause. So all that money they were getting is going to go on pause. And that was really helping sustain them and keep their programs running. So you never know what Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or anybody is going to do. So you want to build your following through email as well as social media. I mean, if you don't want to spend time on social media, you really don't have to. There's studies that show you're not going to get a lot of business on social media, but you do get some. So, I'm not saying don't do social media, but if you have only a finite amount of time and you don't want to be stretched too thin, focus on your email list. And yes, Jamie says that her friend had 75,000 followers on Facebook when they got hacked and they lost them. And I lost all of my followers. I had, I think, close to 10,000 on Bake Smart, my cannabis, my ancillary cannabis business. And they shut us down because it's cannabis and I could never get them back. I mean, it just wasn't possible. So you don't own that list. Creating your email list is where the gold really is. And that's your foundation, right? That's how you keep growing. And these are the people that are going to be buying from you. So if you go to our website, and we had help with this, and I'm actually going to give you some handouts from the company that helped us with our website. They didn't help build our website, but they helped us create a flow in our website. So you'll see that we're very simple in our headings, right? It's just welcome, about Sarah, learn, so the classes, this is Ward, and then support. This is how you can support us by shopping, becoming a member, whatever that is. We also have a donate. This is our call to action. You want your call to action to be really prominent. Like, so they call this part that you can see, this is the fold, right? This is the upper third of your website. And this is kind of like if you open up a magazine, this is the front. So here we are. This tells everything about us. And this is a really important part of your website. I discourage having like big pictures that like flip, because that takes up way too much room. So somebody comes to your site and they don't even see what you're doing. You've got to tell people immediately who you are and what you do and what problem you're solving. So here we have our tagline: every animal deserves a loving forever home. Here's what we do. We help shelter teams reduce the stress animals experience while in the shelter environment. Peaceful animals are calmer, and calmer animals are more adoptable. So we're telling people right away, we believe that every animal deserves a home. We help shelters reduce stress, and a benefit of that is peaceful animals are more adoptable. And so we tell also who we are. As opposed, like our name, here we are, Sarah. We're a worldwide grassroots organization dedicated to improving the lives of shelter animals and their caregivers through, this is how we do it, meditation techniques. These techniques create a happy, more relaxed shelter. So right here, people know immediately. We've had more positive responses since we changed our website because of this, because people have a super short attention span. They have like 0 attention span. So Elena says, is it important to request first and last name in those prompts? It's really up to you. First name, definitely, because if you use any kind of mailing service, like, email service like MailChimp or Constant Contact, you want to be able to say, dear, Elena. So collecting their first name is really more important than their last, but you can collect both. It's just whatever you choose for your, I'll show you ours on Animal Bonds if it's still up. We just ask for your name. So it's really up to whatever people put in there. And then the email. Those are just the 2 most, but their first name is really important. Their last name, not quite as much. I mean, it's helpful, but you don't always get it. Cause I know when I fill out like free things, I don't always put my last name. I just put my first name, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to connect with them. It actually means you at least have their first name, so you can direct your emails directly to them. So it's more like a friend, right? And that's kind of important. We also have this beautiful quote about the power of a community by Thich Nhat Hanh. And then you'll see our call to action right here. Join us today. If you're a shelter here, become a community member, become a practitioner member. Right here is our call to action. We have 2 call to actions. We have a donate, well, really 4, but donate is one type. And then here you can become a member, and that's another type. And then by partnering with us, you help us provide these essentials. Now, this is one thing we did not do well. See, we have this person here. She's smiling. She looks like she works in a shelter. She's the animals in a cage. She's holding a cat. That's a good picture. We need pictures here. Happy people sell. So we need like a therapy picture. We need emotional support, like teams, all happy people, worldwide reach, volunteering. We need to change these with pictures. That's the only thing that we haven't done that we should have done, because pictures sell. People see the emotion in pictures and they want to be that person. If you'll notice, we are talking about ourselves, but we're talking about what we help because we're a nonprofit, right? That's our service. We're service oriented in that way. What you want to do is not talk as much about yourself. I mean, not that we're talking about, we're not saying, hey, this is who we are. This is where we came from, blah, blah, blah. We're saying, this is what we do. This is the problem we solve. We solve stress in the shelter. That's what you want people to see right away. And I have some handouts to give to you that are going to help you kind of walk yourself through how you get to the problem that you're solving. So if you have an animal Reiki business, the problem you might be solving is maybe helping stressed animals, right? So if you're a pet parent and your animal is super stressed, or if you're having problems connecting with a newly adopted animal, this is how you can help, right? We have techniques and ways to help you through that. What we're trying to do is we're trying to, through our websites, is you want to turn the person into the hero. So you are the guide, right? So you are guiding the person, like, here, this is who we are, this is your problem, right? And we're guiding them on how we can help them solve their problem. And then we talk about a little bit about what we provide to help solve that problem. But and Sarah's kind of a bad example of this. But in the story brand formula, this is what this is based on. So I'm going to give you handouts from story brand. In the story brand formula, they're saying for your website that you want to be the guide to help people navigate your website and go from having a problem to having a solution very quickly and very easily, because people don't have a large attention span. So the way you do that is you say, hey, I understand your problem. I have a solution for your problem. This is how easy it is for you to join us and solve your problem. And then if your problem isn't solved, then, like, if people don't hire Sarah or bring Sarah people in, guess what? Then they have stress in their shelter. Then their animals might not be more adoptable. So we're kind of telling people right away, like, here, we help people. We help calm animals. We help calm the environment in the shelter because that's a problem. And then here's another way we help, right? We offer therapy and emotional support, team training, volunteering. And then we have a call to action, partner with us. If you're interested in all this, partner with us, another call to action. And then we say, like, this is how we help, right? Here's the problem, sadness. Here's our solution. We change it to happiness, overwhelm, to confidence, suspicion, to trust. And then we talk a little bit about our techniques. And then we give a video about how our techniques work. Then we have another call to action. Again, we have this, if they closed out of it and yet they still wanted to, we have that again. We don't have it up here. You see, we don't have our social media buttons up here either, because you don't want people going off your page into your social media. The reason for that being is that people have a very short attention span. If they click up here and go to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, even, they're all rabbit holes. They may not come back to your site. So we don't want to give them something to distract them. We want to give them something that'll keep them here. So, I don't know why this is all of a sudden gray, but here's our blog. This is about us. We have the blog at the bottom. That's another thing that they advise. And then we have what's called like a junk drawer. If you want to do media, here's classes again, our blog, copyright, join our newsletter. Here's another way that they can join us and contact us. Again, we want them to look at our page and see what we're about and where they can find out more about us. And this is really nice too, because this is examples of what we do. So this is really your most important page. Now I'll take you to the animal bonds page. Sorry, I just got to move this down a little bit because I've got the bar in front of me. I'm going to take you to the animal bonds page because there's things that we've done wrong here, and I'm going to point them out. So here's our free gift. That's the way we get emails. And then you can see our toolbar is very simple. And we say right away, we elevate the lives of animals and the people who love them through meditation and animal Reiki. And here you can go right away to consult classes. There's our call to action. You want a free consult? Are you interested in classes? Here they are. And then we're committed to helping people improve their relationships with animals, right? And so we talk a little bit about that. We offer classes. This is what we offer to help you, right? Guide you on a happier, life-changing journey of meditating with animals. The problem with this is maybe people don't want to meditate with animals. We're not focusing enough on their pain points, the pain points of them wanting to connect more deeply with their animals, right? And so we need to change this. But I've had a marketing expert look at our site and they liked everything we did, like how we had this print out, like here we have stuff for pet parents, Reiki practitioners, sporting and nose work dogs. how we do this. This is too long, too much text. It's really hard to condense down what you do or like what you want to get done. But Google's new algorithm, they're looking for what is animal Reiki. And so you kind of need a little bit of an explanation, but it has to be really succinct. And that's how you're getting on, the #1 pages. A lot of pages that are getting on the first page of Google don't even have hardly any text. So that's kind of Google's new thing because of the AI and because of chatbots and everything. But so we need to get this a little more streamlined and not so much text. But another thing, so this is how you can work with this, right? We're giving people a path. And this is really important. And you can do this in a simpler way too. You can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't really want more than 4 steps. 3 is ideal. So here, sign up for a free consultation. We'll guide you. Experience a private session. You can do that. Sign up for a class. And then here is the result. Develop a happy and peaceful relationship with all animals once you've experienced a session. So really, we kind of don't even need this because we tell people, we're going to, we'll guide you. If you're looking for a class or whatever, here you can experience a session, or you can sign up for a class and learn. And here's the result of that. And then not ready to commit. Well, here you can join us live on Zoom. Here's our YouTube, here's our Facebook. And then we have free consultations. You always want to have that call to action, an easy way for them to book. You don't want them to have to go, oh yeah, I'd like to book a free consultation, but where do I find it? A lot of people make it super hard to find their classes, to pay for a product, to do a free consult. So if you already have a website, look and see how easy is it for someone to come and pay for your class? How easy is it for someone to look at that and go, yeah, I want to sign up right now. So if we go to our classes page, I can take you to one that shows you we have a couple. So we say what we do, what we give, sign up. And then we give more of a description, requirements, sign up, right? And this too is way too much text. And that's another thing that's wrong. We need to shorten that so that it'll get picked up by Google. But you want it to be really easy for someone to sign up, or for someone to do like this. We have free consultation, sign up now. Experience a private session, sign up now. Sign up for a class, learn more. Here's where our classes are. And then you want to go to Zoom, click here. YouTube, click here. Facebook, click here. It's very simple and obvious. And then this, and this is something that the marketing expert shared. Like, we had a smaller button here, and he said, no, use the white space, make that button big. So if you have a bunch of text, and you have white space, make your button big. There's nothing wrong with that. Book a free call. And you'll see, we're using pictures. And then what clients are saying. One piece of advice they gave us is, if you can, use a person's picture, because people believe people. They don't believe this because we could have made this up, right? And then you come down here, here's our certifications, and then here's our social media, and you can contact us through here. So when you look at this trajectory, it's good, but it's not great. Sarah's is much better. It's much cleaner. You can see we do have some text, but not a ton of text, right? We said it pretty concisely, and we had help with that. We had help from the story brand people on our story. And let me go. Well, I'll stop sharing for a minute and see if you guys have any questions before I show you like the handouts that I'll send to you. Does anybody have? You can just raise your hand, or no one? We're all just enthralled. It's so boring to talk about websites because there's so much to remember. But if you can follow what I'm going to give you, so I'll show you the handouts that I'm going to give you. Let me just share a screen again, and we'll go down here. So go over here to the story brand. So here is the project, right? Here's your website project. And this is how it flows, but I'm going to do the one where they fill it out because it's easier for us to understand the story. And I'm going to give all this to you. So here you go. Here's the character. This is your client. What do they want? So they're selling bikes. So it's a new way to get to work. Now, what is their problem, right? They have too much traffic. They get stuck. Life is too short. You shouldn't have to waste your time sitting in traffic, right? So they're trying to get people to bike more than sit in traffic. And then now you're the guide. You're the person that has empathy. We care about you. We get it. And they're your authority. And that's what we were showing you with Sarah by saying, like, we offer all these things. That's our authority. You know, we have more than 20,000 riders. So you summarize your plan. You can get fitted. You can choose a bike. You can lead the pack. And then you give them a call to action. Here's a link to find a dealer. Here's, 10 ways. This is your free gift. 10 ways an e-bike will make you help you save money. Yeah, Elena, go ahead.
Hi. So I don't currently have a website. I'm almost to be ordained as an animal chaplain, and then I'll start Reiki classes with Sarah.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. Yeah. And so it seems it's overwhelming, frankly.
Oh God, yeah.
Piece all this together, and I do have WordPress. I'm getting help with branding and logos. Good. But what are your thoughts on starting with some pieces of a website and building on, especially knowing that I'm doing this myself and I'm not paying someone?
Yeah, the most important piece is just going to be, and I don't know how easy it is with WordPress to do that, because I don't work on it. Maybe Jamie might know, to do a pop-up so that you can collect people's information. And so animal chaplaincy is something that's new. And so, or new to some of us. And so having like a handout about what it is and how it can help your animals would be a really great free gift. And then, I don't know how important it is to request first and last name. I can find out for you.
I think name is a good idea, but this looks incredibly helpful. So
it is incredibly helpful because there's also, and you're going to receive these, in our email next week. We'll do an overview and all of these will be in there. It's really helpful because they'll give you a blank one, right? And then you can kind of follow what they're doing, but they take you through, like, they ask you questions. Have you defined a character? If is your blah, blah, blah. They just give you prompts, right? So that you can then fill all of this out. And then they also give you, let's see, here's a brand script. So here's theirs, right? At Circuit E-Bikes, we know that you want to be a leader of the pack. In order to do that, you need to find a new way to get to work. The problem is there's too much traffic, which makes you feel stuck. We believe life is too short. You shouldn't waste your time sitting in traffic. We understand, and we don't just care about bikes, we care about you, which is why we've helped more than 20,000, bikers. How we do it. We help you get fitted. You choose a bike, then you lead the pack. And then, so find a dealer, and then there's a call to action, right? There's a button there. And in the meantime, here's the free gift, right? So, so you can stop wasting hours in traffic and instead get to work and get hours back into your day. And so then there's a blank one that you can start workshopping and filling out. But I'm also going to give you, so there's another one of those, but they gave this really great, I bought one of their books. And so this is the marketing one. Actually, this isn't the one I was thinking of, but this one also walks you through this again in a different way. And it helps kind of give you more space to workshop it for yourself. And then they show you how this works, right? So here is that website that they were working on. So be the leader of the pack, get a revolutionary new bike, find a dealer. So there's their call and budget. Save the environment, save money, save time. Then the next page is life is too short to sit in traffic, right? Everything they've put on there is in their website now. And you'll see they don't have a ton of text. They're really concise on the problem they're fixing. And then here's an example of, the 3 things, avoid parking hassle. These are the 3 benefits. And you would do that too. Then there's where you're located. Here's like how you buy it. So I'm going to give this to you and you can go through it and you can see in live time kind of, like here, this is what that would look like for you. And here's their junk box, right? And then here's how to write a lead generating PDF. So they give you information on how you can create your own free gift. So be sure, don't share this with anyone. I got this from StoryBrand. Give StoryBrand full credit if you do share any part of this. This isn't for us to share. I'm giving this to you and just asking you and trusting that you'll just honor that this came from StoryBrand and give them full credit and, not try to sell this information to anybody. But yeah, so they give you even like an email trajectory. So we paid quite a bit of money for this, but it's a couple years old, but it still is really effective. So what I just signed up for and they gave me was, because I bought their book, was the 10 times business growth plan, which I'll give you, which we're not going to talk about today. But they also gave this really great, and it's actually the bike one again, the StoryBrand website checklist. And it's that same website that we just did with that we just showed you with the bikes, but they give you like a checklist on here on what you've got to do. And so it's kind of a copy of what I already showed you, but this one's a little more concise. So I'm just going to give you all of these to help you kind of narrow down your messaging and what you can put on your website and how you can create your own free gift, because it's really valuable information. Obviously we had more help because they give you like a copy editor that can help you, but it's really, really wonderful, valuable information. And Elena, if you don't want to wait, I can send it to you ahead of time.
That would be wonderful. I need to get going, but I'm so appreciative. This 30 minutes alone is so helpful. Should
Okay,
should I put my email in the chat?
I think I have your email because you were at the conference. I just pulled you up because I was like, oh, I know Elena, and I looked for you. So let me just, Elena Sigler.
And
Yeah.
Kelly's got her hand up.
Okay, I'll get to Kelly in just one sec. Yeah, I do. It's Elena Sigler at protonmail.com.
It's just Elena dot.
Yeah, Sigler,
So
yeah.
just a dot in there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I got that. Yep. So I will definitely thank you so much for joining us and coming, and I'll get that out to you today.
Yeah, I'll be in next week, so appreciate it.
Perfect.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, Elena. Where'd Kelly go? Oh, there she is. Kelly, hi, Kelly.
I'm right here, right here. You probably can't see, I can hardly see it anyway in the corner, but so my question is, was all of that on the first page that you scrolled through, that sample?
Was it all on the first page? Yeah. Yeah. So like
all that will be on one page.
So like, yeah, if you're going down, you can have every single thing. I mean, you can literally have a 1-page website when you first start. If you're just asking for contacts, if you just want people to contact you directly for more information or whatever that is, if you don't have classes set up, or if you have like a Reiki share or something, you can say, join us here and just have a link to your Zoom or whatever, like we do on Animal Bonds. We have a link right there. So you can have a link on your website that says join, and here's the Zoom link and whatever it is, the date. But yeah, that is the whole website. So each of those is just like a section.
Right.
It's a whole website page. Anyone else? I know that was a lot in a short amount of time, but anyone else? Beth, did you have a question?
Oh.
No.
Overwhelmed.
I know it's overwhelming, but just practice on your messaging. Who are you and what are you offering and what problem are you solving? That's really the most important thing. It's like, and I should write that down. Who are you? What problem are you solving? And Yeah, who are you? What problem are you solving? And how can they, how can this person, how can the visitor work with you?
Yeah, your messaging is the most important, really, because you can always find somebody to help you build the website. You don't have to know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. You just find people,
Mhm.
but you're the one that knows the messaging, not you. That's hard to hire, because people don't understand what you do.
Even Story Brand, so we paid a bunch of money to do that, and the first person that tried to help us, she just did not understand us at all, and she led us down a really bad path. It was like she wanted us to, I can't remember what she wanted us to focus on. Oh, about getting money, about getting donors. She wanted us to talk to the donor, and then we're like, that doesn't make sense, and this is hard. And so then when I emailed the company to say, look, this didn't work out, they said, oh, we'll get you a different person. And then that person said, oh, no. You need to focus on the services that you offer to the shelters, because that's where the donations are going to come, because the donors want to see, where is their money going? Their money's going to help, sustain these programs in the shelters. So it's really like, what service are you offering, and what problem is it going to solve? And why are you the best person for that? And you might not feel like you're the best person for it. You might go, oh gosh, there's 100,000 animal Reiki people out there, but you have a special gift. You can say whatever results that you've seen from your own practice, put those in there. Also, another way, if you were really trying to find languaging for your site and you can't, and you're like, I don't know how to explain, go to Kathleen's site, see what the testimonials on her site are saying, and copy those words and put them onto your site. Go to her books on Amazon, see what the reviews are saying, the positive reviews, and take their wording and use it on yours. So let's go to Kathleen's site really fast. Let me go down here and pull up her site. All right, so let's see here. Let me share the screen. Where did you guys go? All right. So you can see her pop up, free meditation. She doesn't even ask for a first name. She just asks for email address. I wouldn't recommend that. I would ask for at least a first name. But she's Kathleen Prasad, so she can do things not as well. So she's talking about herself. This is one thing they said not to do, but maybe for Kathleen, it's different because she's establishing herself as the leader of Animal Reiki. But for yourself, don't put all about you, okay? Nobody cares at the end of the day about you. They care about their problem, and they care about how are you going to solve it, right? So let me see. I wanted to get to her testimonials. Let me see if she has any testimonials on this page. Oh, here she asked for the first name, but let's see here. Let's go to this course. So I'm pretty sure she'll have some testimonials here. Oh, she doesn't. Let's see here. Let's see what other classes. I think these are all her audios, so I don't know that they'll have testimonials. I know on her. Let's go up to her. Now, see, Kathleen can do this because she's Kathleen Prasad, but this is really confusing. Like, train with us. Okay, so there's an academy, then there's teachers of excellence, there's online teachers. I don't know. It's not intuitive, like where you should go. Oh, here we go. Got courses here. So let's go to that.
There was testimonials in the
Oh.
trade with us.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, Jamie. You're sick and you can see that. Thank you. Oh,
Oh, well,
okay. Hey, and also dead pages, really bad. It hurts your Google rankings. Do not have any dead pages. It's really, really bad for your Google ranking. So, courses must be if you are her student. So I would put my courses like she does right there. Okay, so let's go here. Level 1. Okay. Okay, right here. I'm grateful I found Kathleen's level 1. And even though I was already trained in human Reiki, with this class, I learned an entirely new way. So you can say, learn an entirely new way of respecting animals. Learn entirely new way of, supporting animals. I wouldn't say giving treatment to animals. In addition, gain a valuable perspective on why we should let animals lead in our lives in Reiki, whatever that is. The meditation work for this class is transformational. My classes are students have said, this system is transformational. You can say that. You don't have to say my classes. You can say this system is transformational, right? Let's see. So here's one. You could say this method is an amazing approach to connecting with animals by creating a space of light, compassion, and healing. You could say that, right? Kathleen has done all the trials and tribulations. I would mix it up a little so you're not completely copying it, but you can say close to that. Kathleen has done a lot of trials and tribulations, discovering so learn how to be with animals and yourself in a focused and intentional way. Your life will never be the same, and nor will your animals. You can say these things, you can take these testimonial words and make them your own. You don't want to completely plagiarize, you want to reword it a little bit, but this is where you get information. And a lot of people do this. So Marie Forleo is a very well-known, she's a well-known businesswoman. She has a program called B School, and it teaches you how to do your business online. And she has like 70,000 students. And that's one of her number 1 rules for copywriting. Go to your competition's websites, go read their books, see the testimonials, and use the wording of the people on your website. Because it's already like those people are normal people. You're getting the words of the people who are actually taking the classes or reading the books, and you're using their words on your website. And so then people go, oh yeah, I want a deeper connection with my animal. I want to incorporate, animal Reiki with human Reiki. Like I know Kelly does both human and animal. So what Kelly could say is, transform your human practice by adding animals. So there's lots of ways that you can take words of Kathleen's students, because she's been doing this for years and years and years. You don't have to start at the beginning, and use those words to help promote your website, to help promote you, because you're teaching. I mean, if you're a Let Animals Lead practitioner, you're teaching her same things, right? It's not like we're in competition or we're trying to steal from Kathleen. We're not. We're actually using those words to support a class that's, that she's encouraging us to teach. So it's a give, because even if someone supports Kathleen, they might want to study with you because you're a different person, or maybe they study with you and then they go study with Kathleen. There is no competition in this space. There's plenty of room for everyone at the table. We kind of have a tendency to think, oh, there's already an animal Reiki teacher here, or, who am I to teach these classes? Who am I to go? Well, who you are is the exact right person, because you're going to have people come to you who resonate with you, resonate with the way you talk, resonate with the feeling of your website. They just resonate with who you are. We all have a tribe out there. So any questions about that? I don't know if that's helpful or. Nothing?
I have
Oh,
I have a very simplistic question. Oh, is it all right to still ask a question?
yes, yes. Yeah, please.
It's a real beginner's question. Where do you start to start thinking about your messaging? Or did you already answer that in
No, no. So where you start for your messaging, and that's going to be in the handouts too, like who is your customer? So our customers are all pretty much the same person, right? It's somebody who might be having a problem with animals and wants to connect deeply with them. It could be someone who is a Reiki practitioner. It depends on who you want to focus on, but let's just say we're focusing on just the general public. So if somebody wants to be closer to animals, wants to work with animals, wants to have a connection with animals, and they don't know where to start, or they've heard of animal Reiki or something. And so you could be like, hey, if you want to have a deeper connection with animals, you can contact me. I can't really say because I'm not good at copywriting, but I have to go and find different places. I don't know, Jamie, if you have some suggestions about your messaging, but I know that everybody, all the entrepreneur things have the same thing. Who is your ideal customer?
Right.
Is your ideal customer like in your age group? If your ideal customer is in your age group, then you appeal to them in a way that would be more appealing to somebody like you. Not you though. Don't personalize it. Don't say, well, this is what I would want, because you are not everyone. And it really limits your messaging when you go, well, this is what I would want. Well, we're not appealing to you. We're appealing to a wider mass, but you could appeal to women in your age group, right? So women in your age group, they have more time on their hands. If you're looking for, a way to give back to animals, come study with me. And, I can help coach you on how to give at the shelter. If you've ever been overwhelmed by going into a shelter, I can give you tools on how to find strength so that you can be a really big support of animals in the shelter. I'll teach you how to support the emotional needs of an animal, which aren't being addressed at shelters or anywhere.
Right.
So there's ways that, so you're going to be like looking at who is your target audience. And it's hard to find that avatar because like for Jamie and I, it's like, oh, well, Reiki practitioners and the general public, and then people who are doing sporting dogs, and who is our target audience? Well, at the core of it, it's people who want to work with animals and want a deeper relationship. So that's what we should focus on, right? So sorry, Jamie.
Yeah, and then you have to really think about their pain points, and that doesn't have to be something really horrible. So like, say you wanted to, work with women your age who wanted to give back to the community. So what's their pain point? Maybe they're bored. Maybe all the kids are gone and, they need to feel like they're of value to society. And how can they do that? Well, here's how you can do that. You can give back to the animals. You can help at the shelter. So when we say pain points, it doesn't have to be like something horrible, but what is it that is driving them? Because we don't do anything because, that's a really good idea. It makes, I feel good. I'm going to do this. When do we really take action? We take action when something is bothering us. It's just like losing weight. Okay, well, if we're feeling good, no, I don't look that bad, we're not going to be committed to losing weight, even though we may need to. But if we start having health issues or we can't do things that we want to do, then we're going to be more motivated. So that's just something to keep in mind. And if you can figure out who you're talking to, what their pain points are, and how you solve it, then that is really powerful. And that's what you have to figure out. The website, the technical stuff, you can get somebody to help you do that. Don't be afraid of that. There's people out there, there's high school kids that could put one together,
Yeah, it's also talking to them in the language that they understand. So like Marie Forleo has a really great example of so like, let's say you're selling clothes and she's seen this, so, are you looking for the perfect fit, of we have the pants for you. And she's like, who says that? When you're talking to your friends, you say, I'm looking for the perfect fit. Do you say, so then she changed it. So like, do you have a flat butt and have a hard time finding jeans? Do you have wide hips and no butt, or whatever that is? You look at that pain point, that's the pain point, right? So, or like, do you have, like for a manicure or a pedicure place, it was like, are you embarrassed when you put on sandals? Are you going on a trip and are worried about your toes? Come see us and we'll make you look good. Whatever, you look at that pain point and you name it, that pain point, right? Does your dog hate you? I have a solution, right? Does your cat hate you? I have a solution. So, you can make it funny. It doesn't have to be this serious, because most people want some levity, right? It's like, oh, my dog does hate me. What to do when your dog hates you?
Yeah, especially with animal Reiki, we're so serious most of the time,
Mhm.
and animals are not serious. I mean, think about your own pets. They like to have fun. They like joy. They are goofy. The goofier, the better, it's just the more fun, the better. So, we can lighten up.
I mean, you could even do a letter from a cat or a dog, Dear Kelly, my mom is just not getting it. Could you help her? And it's just like, yes, Ted, I can help you. Have your mom call me. This is like on your website. This is a letter from a cat I received. It's like, my mom is always stressed out and it makes me stressed. And then I pee on things I shouldn't be peeing on. I just want her to get some help. Help us. It's like a Dear Beth, column. Dear Beth. But you can make it fun, right? We don't have to be so serious in how we share what we do, because what we do is really joyous, but what we're used to doing is talking about it in a really way. And so don't copy people, like don't copy Kathleen, because Kathleen, like if I look at her site, there is so much wrong, but she can do that because she's Kathleen Prasad. People know her. They Google her name. She has so many books. People are going to find her. They're going to put up with the fact that her website isn't easy to navigate. But for you or me or Jamie or anybody, they're going to give up. They're going to go, okay, I can't sign up for a class. This isn't easy. Done. I'll go somewhere else. I'll find a different teacher where it's easy. And that's really important, because one of my other mentors that I take her classes, Denise Duffield Thomas, she says that like every year she'll take like $5,000 and she'll go and buy, classes or whatever someone is selling. So she has people, in her entrepreneur group send in their websites, and then she goes and she'll buy their thing. And she goes, if it's not easy, I give up and I move on. And she said, and you would be shocked at how many business people are not putting it very clearly, buy here, buy now, click here. She says they'll put like really cutesy things. Are you ready to change? Are you, ready to jump into it, or whatever that is? No, don't be cutesy. Just say, buy now, join us, call me, connect, free consult, whatever that is, make it very clear. Don't try it with a little cutesy language. And studies show that it doesn't matter if you have a really simple, plain website or a really beautiful website. It's what is your message? Because really beautiful websites, you can have this gorgeous website and it doesn't say what it needs to say, and it's basically useless. And a lot of people spend a ton of money making that website beautiful, instead of making that website functional. Make your website functional.
Yeah, the website I had before the one we have now was very beautiful, very pretty. And I had someone look at it and they go, this is old school, because yes, it's more like a information about you and it's a beautiful website, but it's not what gets people to buy. They want to see, how did they contact it? How did they buy? And it was very plain what they suggested.
And they don't care about, people don't really care about your history. They're coming first to find out, what are your services? How can you help me? They don't, and then they go, okay, now who are you? right? But you're going to tell them in just a little couple sentences, I've been practicing this for this many years. I've studied with Kathleen Prasad or whatever that is. You set your authority, but you don't sit there with this long paragraph. This is who I am. Like on Kathleen's site, she's got a long paragraph. Now her site used to be a long paragraph with no links, but she changed that to have links to her classes in that long paragraph about herself. But you can't do that, because people will come to your site and they'll just go, nah, I don't really care who you are. How are you going to help me? And right now they said, what is the attention span? It's like 18 seconds. So if you don't get it out in 18 seconds, somebody's going to go, boom, right? It's like, oh, who's Beth? But you have something, from a cat yelling, help me, please, Beth. It's like, oh, what's this? They might be interested, What cats are saying about Beth's class. You can say that, you can make it different. Let's talk about what the animals are saying. Bo says, my mom's a different woman now that she's taken, this class.
Like Beth would be like, what did the sheep say?
Right. If you're going
Love
to
Beth.
farm animals, come work with farm animals. If you've always wanted to work with farm animals, come, join me and learn how farm animals can help you, or how they can, whatever that is, whatever that pain point is that you're looking to solve. Because is it meditation? People want to meditate. Is it? And I think that that's probably what's wrong with mine and Jamie's. We're focused too much on the meditation and not on what problem are we trying to fix here. People don't have a problem with meditation. In fact, meditators don't think they have a problem with meditation. So we have to sell them what they need, what they want, and give them what they need, right, when they take the class. So, and that's where we're going to have to work on our website, but we're getting ready to revamp the text anyway to make it less Reiki centric. So, and hopefully that will get more views. We don't know. It's a crapshoot. We don't know, but be concise. Because one thing is, we do get quite a few people signing up for our free gift, and we do get people coming to visit and staying. So, we are doing some things right, but I think we could do it better. So we're coming down to 11:24. Does anybody have any more questions? And we can do a meditation. No other questions? So Beth Ritchie, who's from Scotland, who joins us a lot, she's ill. So I would love to send Reiki to her. And of course, our very own Jamie is under the weather. So it'd be really nice if we can go into Gasho and let us just set our intent that we dedicate this beautiful healing circle that we're creating to Beth and to Jamie and to all who need extra support, including our beloved animals. And then whenever you're ready, you can put your hands face up or face down in your lap. And we'll just do a quick heart centering meditation. So let's do some grounding breathing first, breathing in through our nose, pulling our breath deep into our belly, expanding our belly, expanding it even further, and then slowly releasing our breath out our mouth. And just do this for a couple more breaths, really pulling your breath deep into your belly, connecting with that grounding energy within you. And then slowly releasing that breath. And with your breath goes all tension you're holding on to in your body. Any tension in your shoulders, tightness in your neck. Feel your jaw loosen, soften. Your shoulders start to droop as you breathe out and release all that tightness in your body. And now bring your breath back to a nice, gentle breath, breathing in slowly through your nose, and then slowly out your nose. And I'd like you to bring to mind an animal that brings you immense joy, an animal you are deeply connected with, that you love with all your being. And feel your heart expand with the love for your animal. As you breathe in and out, feel the love expanding at your heart center, growing brighter and brighter. You have so much love for this animal. And as you bring them to mind, you can feel their love for you. Envision their heart growing as a bright light, and a bright light growing at yours. And as you breathe in and out, and the love expands within your heart and flowing through your entire body, feel your heart connecting with your beloved animal. In this space, there is only love, light, and joy. In this space, we are all one. As you breathe in and out, feel your love expanding. Feel all worries leave your body and your mind. In this space, all is well. I'd like us to slowly start to bring ourselves back, but keeping this beautiful, loving feeling at our heart center, keeping it throughout our day, into our night, always knowing we can tap back into this space whenever we feel off. If we start to feel worried or angry or fearful, just come back to this space and remember that all is well. Let us go into Gasho and let's thank our animal for joining us. And let us give thanks to ourselves for this practice and for being here today together. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Maybe you can rub your hands, bring yourself back into your body. Thank you all so much. Hopefully Jamie's feeling a little better.
Yes, thank you, Leah, for guiding the meeting today. And for that
Yeah,
beautiful meditation.
of course. And thank you for keeping things right and straight, seeing things with your sick little eyes that I couldn't see. Funny. Well, Jamie's sick and she could see testimonials.
Oh, well.
Well,
Thank you
all
both for doing this. It's really helpful. And I swear I'll do it this time.
Well, I will.
My third time, like sitting in on one of these things, and I'm like, yeah, I still, I guess I haven't done a whole lot since the last time. So
Before you sign off, everyone, I'm just going to make a note to who is here, and along with Elena, I'll just send you all. You'll get it ahead of time. And Jamie,
Yeah, that'd be good. And then you guys can look at it and start working on it.
Wilma, and I'll send it to Beth as well, because I think she wanted to be here, but she couldn't because she's sick. And so Wilma, thank you so much. So glad you could see it. Diane, so wonderful seeing you. Beth, wonderful to see you as always. Kelly, so glad you
Nice you can make it.
yeah,
Thank you
glad
so
it's a quiet
much.
day today. Good to see everyone.
Yeah,
Thanks for
Thank
all the
you
great
so
info.
much, everybody.
yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Mwah. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you. Feel better,
Yeah,
Jamie.
feel
Thank
better,
you.
Jamie. Love you.
Bye. Love you too. Bye.